the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. For the second part on the program of tonight's Racing for the World of Thunder, it is the Ohio Freshwaters Super Late Model. We come to Barbersville, Florida, here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Good evening, Brett Wheeler in the production booth and also in the commentary booth here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Just testing out a new screen, seeing if it works, and let us know what you think so far. Of course, we hope you enjoy the show as we get set for round number 2 of the Ohio Freshwater Super Late Models. Of course, week number 1 last week, and of course, week 2 tonight. Of course, big thanks to our sponsors, which you can see down the bottom of your screen, rotating around: Wicked Cushion, 19designs.com, World of Thunder, Dirt Leagues Australia, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. Make sure you head over to their social media pages, give them a like, give them a follow as well. Of course, you can find all that information on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com, as we aren't too far away from rolling in to the qualifying session. Just drivers briefing happening just a moment, or in a moment, or in fact right now I should say. You got Finesse, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch just before or just after the 360 Sprint Car stream ended. Dan Addison, thank you very much for the follow on Facebook as well. Much appreciated, guys. If you want to get your name on the stream, of course, hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. Now I should say. Follow on Twitch just before. Sorry that you had to hear that twice. Just getting everything set up once again here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Another good, strong field of contenders here for the Super Late Models contest round number 2 of the Ohio Freshwaters Super Late Model Series. 29 drivers signed into the pit area for tonight. Of course, I believe only 20 going through. Yes, Terry, let's go racing. We are just awaiting on the drivers briefing to finish, and then of course we'll move straight into qualifying. The car's coming back out onto the racetrack, and then I believe we are going to advance session. So coming up for World of Thunder this week, of course, we've just had the KDC Home Improvements 360 Sprint Cars, and of course now we turn our attention to the Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models. Let's get that fixed up on stream. There we go, Ohio Freshwater Adventures. The Super Late Models on the program here at the Volusia Speedway Park. April 3rd, the UMP Modified Fix Series broadcasted live from the Full Velocity Racing Network. They head to USA International Speedway, and then following that, at Lanier National Speedway, the Pro Late Models, the first annual Michael Rose Memorial, again broadcasted live on the Full Velocity Racing Network qualifying underway. Right now we'll try and take a look at some of the drivers on the racetrack. We've got an open qualifying session. This is very unusual to see. Of course, these drivers will have to contend with other drivers on the racetrack. Hunter Stifler, first driver to get a lap time win with a 16.474. Just in front of him, coming off a second place in the 360 winged sprint cars. That's Dylan Hauser on the racetrack. Matthew Everts, quick time. Make that Dylan Hauser quick time with a 16.184. Darren Littoral in car number 68, 12th quick. Brad Moore second. Matthew Everts third. Dylan Wilson now second quick. Cole Falloway. There's Brad Moore in the 240 entry. Grant Riles, 4th quick. Matthew Everts back there in 5th spot. Cole Falloway 6th. Hayden Cardwell 7th. Eric Dryman 8th. Benjamin 89th. And Blake Near in 10th. Of course, that is one of the groups on the racetrack. Of course, we can't check the other groups. So I believe they're almost done. Right, let's take a look at the 30 car of Casey McAllister. Casey McAllister in car number 30, sitting 22nd quick in the D1RT entry. Mason Turner, car 28, sitting 23rd quick. The Rockstar and the Super Late Model Champion from Season 4, DJ Kilinowski, sits position 10. Charles Boggs in the 03 car. Going to be our 28th car to take a lap time. In fact, he's going to bring the car back onto pit road. So 27 cars officially taking a lap time here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Well done to Dylan Hauser. Quick time with a 16.184. Second quick is Dylan Wilson with a 16.224. Third is going to be Brad Moore with a 16.259. Grant Riles in 4th with a 16.265. Matthew Everts, 5th quick, 16.282. Cole Falloway with a 16.285. 6th quick. Hayden Cardwell, 7th quick with a 16.304. Blake Majulis, 8th. 9th, Derek Dryman. 10th is DJ Kilinowski. As we're going to move into 3 heat races on the program for tonight. Scott Hammonds, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. We'll go ahead and get the qualifying ticker off the screen. We'll go ahead and move into your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. And starting on pole in car number 2, Dylan Hauser. On his outside in car 16, Grant Riles. At a position 3, the 07 of Hayden Cardwell lines up alongside your defending Super Late Model Champion. In car number 13, it's DJ Kilinowski. At a position 5 in the 315, Greg Thompson. At a position 6 in the 88 car, Brian Wyatt Jr. At a position 7, car 26 of Eric Scalf. At a position 8 in the 022, JD Sass. Lining up on your final row on the inside. Out of position number 9, the 116 of Brandon Franks. Out of position number 10, the 87 of Stephen McMillan. Greg. Nice one, Greg. Your Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models round number 2 about to kick off here at the Volusia Speedway Park, presented by World of Thunder right here on your home for Dirt Racing Ultimate Dirt TV. As we get set for 10 laps in distance, 5 miles. Top 3 from 3 heat races will move on to the main event. Everybody else into the B main. And green flag is out and we are underway here at the Volusia Speedway Park. And Dylan Hauser got the good jump going into turn number 1 and 2. Battle going on for third and fourth. They make their way down into turn number 3 and 4. Hayden Cardwell quickly moves into second spot. Grant Riles in the 16 car in third, challenging on Cardwell up on the outside. Then you go back to the 315 of Greg Thompson. Brian Wyatt there as well. Wyatt moves up in front and takes away third spot. JD Sass getting in trouble there as they go 2, nearly 3 wide as the yellow flag flies here in heat race number 1. JD Sass along with Hayden Cardwell, they're caught up. Jacob Tomlin, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome into the Ultimate Dirt TV channel. Reminder, if you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button. Of course, you can always hit that subscribe button. Costs you $4.99 a month. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything on YouTube. And if you're watching on Facebook, hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. Hit the like on the video. You'll be notified of... It gives us a thumbs up as well, so we appreciate all the support. And guys, likes and shares, we'd love to see them here on Ultimate Dirt TV. There goes Hayden Cardwell and JD Sass back on pit road, as is Stephen McMillan. There's 7 cars remaining on the racetrack for heat race number 1. As the yellow flag has flown here for the first time. So the lights will go out on top of the iRacing.com official pace truck. Dylan Hauser along with Grant Riles on the front row. Brian Wyatt Jr. along with Eric Scalf in row 2. Greg Thompson and Brandon Franks in row 3. And DJ Kilinowski will be at the back here with Hayden Cardwell. JD Sass back here as well. Nine cars still on the racetrack. We'll have 5 in the books. 5 remain halfway through heat race number 1. Dylan Hauser looking to put himself into tonight's dash. The second spot going to be up for grabs, that's for sure. Brian Wayne Jr. got a good jump on the inside in the yellow and purple. Yellow and pink machine 88. Got collected from behind by the 315 of Greg Thompson. And somehow we stay green. They're 3 wide for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Oh, a little contact there. Maybe the 26 of Eric Scalf got the car very loose. Couldn't quite tell if there was contact there with Kilinowski behind him or not. But look at the 16 car, Grant Riles. Looking to the outside, trying to reclaim second spot from Greg Thompson in the 315 car. Riles comes back into our screen right now, but your leader off turn number 4 is Dylan Hauser in car number 2 with 2 laps to go. Thompson looking good in second at the moment. Riles struggling back there in third spot, trying to hold on to that third and final transfer spot. He's got the 07 of Hayden Cardwell starting to breathe down the neck, but half a mile to run, 4 turns. Dylan Hauser should get the win to make his way into turn number 3 and 4 in the final time of heat race number 1. Dylan Hauser looks good at the moment, making it look easy. Second going to go to Greg Thompson. Grant Riles in third. Hayden Cardwell 4th. Eric Scalf 5th. DJ Kilinowski, JD Sass, Brendan Franks, Brian Wyatt Jr. and Stephen McMillan make up your 10 cars in heat race number 1 for the Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models, presented by World of Thunder. We'll move straight into heat race number 2. We'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. And starting on pole in car number 80, it's going to be Dylan Wilson. On his outside in the 06 car, it's going to be Matthew Everett. At a position 3, the 127, Team VLR.com entry, it's Blake Majulis. At a position 4, car number 21, Benjamin Nading. At a position 5, the 17, your Season 3 Super Late Model Champion, Aaron Kitchen will start position 5. At a position 6 in caliber 33, Hunter Stifler. At a position 7, the 68 of Darren Little. At a position 8 in caliber 30 is going to be Casey McAllister. And once again, the final row on the inside. At a position 9, the 54 of Big Bad Mitch Styles. At a position 10, the 03 of Charles Boggs. We continue Casey McAllister in caliber 30, who's scheduled to start out of position number 8. Did not make the call. Therefore, putting 9 cars on the track for heat race number 2. I'll pace around one more time. The pace truck will move to the infield this time by on the exit of turn number 4. Where Dylan Wilson and Matthew Everett will have command of the field. In fact, Dylan Wilson will get the choice on when to go before the green flag. Pace truck needs to be off on the circuit though. Dylan Wilson, Matthew Evans, Blake Majulis, Benjamin Nading. The Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models Heat number 2 here at the Volusia Speedway Park is green. And no surprise to see Dylan Wilson go straight to the top side of the racetrack. However, Matthew Everett's up on the inside now, going to challenge into turn number 3 and 4 for the race lead. Blake Majulis watching this battle unfold in front of him side by side for the race lead, but give the spot to Dylan Wilson. He will lead lap number 1. Everett is now under fire and under siege from the 127 of Blake Majulis. There was little contact going into turn number 3. Majulis will take over that second spot on the racetrack, relegating Everett back to position number 3. Fourth is going to be Aaron Kitchen in the 17 car. Everett's driving it in deep into turn number 3. Dylan Wilson continues to lead lap number 3 of 10 of heat racing action, heat number 2. These drivers are all getting set for a 100 lap, well, not all of them, but they are going to get set for a 100 lap main event later on tonight. 50 miles around the Volusia Speedway Park. Talk about a battle of stamina, grit and determination. Who will take out round number 2 of the Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Model presented by World of Thunder. Halfway home here in heat race number 2 action. It's still Dylan Wilson ahead of Blake Majulis. Those two drivers, if they can finish 1 and 2, they will move on to your dash right after the right after heat 3, I should say, after the B main, in fact. Matthew Everett holding down that third and final transfer spot. He is under pressure right now from the 17 and the season 3 Super Late Model champion of Aaron Kitchen. Kitchen went inside and outside down into turn number 3. Hunter Stifler, who we've seen multiple times last season on the podium, pick up many third place spots throughout the season. He was certainly a consistent podium finisher. And Kitchen is now going to move to the outside on Matthew Evans out of turn number 4. And the battle is on for the third and final transfer spot. Kitchen moves past Everett cleanly and starts to drive away from the 06. The 06 not going to give up without a fight. He's going to stay locked down on the bottom side of the racetrack. One person that is starting to move away from the rest of the field is your race leader. That's Dylan Wilson in the 80 car. Out in front, down the back straight away. Into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4. Checkered flag at the ready. And here we go. Dylan Wilson getting the job done. Second going to go to Blake Majulis. Third is going to be Aaron Kitchen. Matthew Everett home in 4th. Hunter Stifler 5th. Benjamin Nading, Darren Little, Charles Boggs, Mitch Styles. And Casey McAllister did not make the call for heat number 2. We move straight into heat race number 3, the final heat race of the night. Of course, let's take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Starting on pole, the final heat race of the night in caliber 240, it's Brad Moore. On his outside in caliber 66, Cole Fallaway. At a position number 3 in caliber 4, Derek Drymond. Starting position 4, caliber 14 of Blake Neer. At a position 5, the 126 of KD Lowdy. Jason Lineweaver in the 50 will start position number 6 out of position 7. Car 7 of Justin Witt. Mason Turner in the 28 will start position number 8. Dan Shotgun at the back of the field in car number 5. Steve Kaufman starts position number 9. The final heat race of the night for the Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models. Round number 2, presented by World of Thunder. Blake Neer in car number 14 did not make the call for heat race number 3, therefore putting him in the back of the B main. So we have just 8 cars in heat race number 3. Then at the end of practice, we had 29 drivers take a lap time. I think it was 25 or 26 drivers after qualifying had also laid down a lap here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Final heat of the night, green flag is out, and Brad Moore going to lead big time going down into turn 1 and 2. We go back to the 66, here of Cole Fallaway sitting back there in second spot, got pressure from the 4, that's Derek Dryman looking down the inside in turn number 3 and 4. He's got the 444 on the panels of that race car course. Custom numbers, and here comes Fallaway with a big move. As caution flag and a fly. It's the 126 of Loudy. We'll take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. There was contact there with Jason Lineweaver. So back live here from the Volusia Speedway Park, your Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models. Heat number 3 on track at the moment under yellow flag conditions. The lights on the iRacing.com official page track will turn themselves off, which will give us a a 5-lap dash to the end. Brad Moore leads from Cole Fallaway, Derek Dryman, Mason Turner, Justin Witt, Steve Kaufman, Loudy, Lineweaver back on pit road. Green flag is back out. Brad Moore leads Fallaway down into 1 and 2. Turner now looking to the inside on Dryman through 1 and 2. Turner in the 28 in the orange and purple machine in the number. He's got the big WOT on the front of that race car. Looks like it's got the number 7 on the side. Well, the custom number on that car, he does. Dryman in the 4 car, the 444. Is that going to rub panels down the back straight away? Dryman back to the inside on Turner. Picks up 3rd spot once again. Loudy in the 126 car as well, trying to dive to the inside. Turner going to shut the door into turn number 1. Here comes Justin Witt up on the outside. Looking to gain a few spots into turn number 3. 2 laps to go. And Cole Fallaway in the 66 machine is starting to get a move on. Moore going to close the door into turn 3. And out of turn number 4. No, I'm not trying to rhyme here, ladies and gentlemen. The white flag will fly for the final time in heat racing competition. Moore down low, Fallaway on the top side of the racetrack. Moore's going to continue to protect the bottom side through turn number 3 and off at turn number 4 as Fallaway got the run. No, Brad Moore holds on. Cole Fallaway second, Derek Dryman home in third. Fourth is going to be Mason Turner, Justin Witt, Katie Loud, Stephen Kaufman, Jason Lineweaver and Blake Neer. Heat races are done. We move on to our B main up next. This should be a beauty. Scheduled 20 cars in this one. Let's take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. We have a 10-lap B main, scheduled 20 cars for this one. The top 11 are going to move on. Hayden Cardwell in the 07 will start on pole alongside the 06 of Matthew Everts. At a position 3, the 28 of Mason Turner starts inside row 2 on the outside of row number 2. At a position 4, the 26 of Eric Scalf. At a position 5, car 33, Hunter Stifler. At a position 6, car number 7 of Justin Witt. At a position 7, car 13 of DJ Kilinowski. At a position 8, car 21, Benjamin Nading. At a position number 9, the 5 of Steve Kaufman. At a position number 10, the 022 of JD Sass. At a position 11, the 68, Darren Literal. At a position 12, the 126 of Katie Loudy. At a position 13, the 116 of Brandon Franks. At a position 14, the 03 of Charles Boggs. At a position 15, the 50 of Jason Lineweaver. At a position 16, the 88 of Brian Wayand Jr. And at a position 17, the 54 of Mitch Stiles. You can tell you, Blake Neer, Casey McAllister did not make the call, and Steve McMillan on race control duties. Brandon Franks as well, who's scheduled to start position 13, did not make the call either. Which leaves us a 16-car field, 10 laps to distance, your top 11. Going to move on to the main event. Of course, after tonight's A main, in about an hour and 15 minutes time, or depending on how long it takes to get through a 100-lapper here at the Volusia Speedway Park, we're going to be playing some more Tom Clancy's The Division 2 game. Yeah, we're going to be live on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook and Twitch channel as well. So if you want something different here on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page, of course, we're going to start doing some personal streams over the next month or so. See if we can get this page a-rocking again. Alright, here we go. Time to get after it. Your B main, 10 laps the distance. Hayden Cardwell in the 07 got a good launch. As Cardwell going to lead down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4 for the first time of this 10-lap B main. Mason Turner, Matthew Everts going to go side by side. As the yellow flag will fly. Charles Boggs in the 03. Around at the back here, along with Steve Kaufman in the 5 car. Let's take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. So there were 3 wide down the back straightaway, and then there was some contact up on the inside of the line. Lineweaver may have actually initiated that contact. No, in fact, he did not. I apologise, Jason. Kirk, thank you very much for that Thank you very much for the correction on that one. I appreciate it. So it's Cade Loudy. Is that correct, Kurt? So as we come back to live pictures here from the Volusia Speedway Park. Thank you, Kirk. Thank you very much for that confirmation. Get Cade some bit of free air time right now on that 126 machine. Sitting back here in 11th spot. In fact, right on the bubble. I ain't going to blame anyone. I'm going to stay right away from that subject. Alright, lights are still flashing on the iRacing.com official page truck. Hayden Cardwell, the race leader in the 07 car. 7 on the side of that car, of course. Custom numbers turned on, so what you see on the ticker and what you see on the cars could be completely different. Here's a good example of that, and in fact I can't give you that good example until we get to, in fact, you know what, we'll go this car here. The 7K Mason Turner on the side of that car. On the ticker you'll see it has the 28 number. Next to it, Matthew Everett's in your 06 entry. Got 06 on the side of that one, so some of these drivers choosing to go with the custom numbers that have been implemented here on the iRacing.com service. Single file, 6 in the books, 4 laps to go, top 11 moving on to the main event. Everybody else packs up and goes home from 12th on back. Green flag back out onto the racetrack, and Hayden Cardwell looking like he's going to cruise to victory lane here in your B main. We'll keep an eye on your defending champion, the 13 car, DJ Kilanowski. Riding back here in position number 5 at the moment. So the farther you finish up in this B main, the less cars you should have to pass come the main event time. Of course, the main event going to be 100 laps in distance. Meanwhile, Kilanowski moves to the inside on Scalf. It's your battle for 4th and 5th at the moment. 2 laps to go. Kilanowski still working the inside on Scalf in the 26. That's Eric Scalf. Just in front of them in your 06 car. That's Matthew Everett. White flag is out. Final lap here in your B main. Stephen, we're getting better. We're still experiencing some back pain, but we'll go through that in a second here. Through 3 and 4, Hayden Cardwell. Checkers are out. Second going to go to Turner Everett. Kilanowski, Scalf, Stifler, Nading, Sass, Witt, Literal, and Cade Loudy. Going to get the 11th and final transfer spot. I believe Brian Wayant is going to miss out on that one. Stephen, yeah, we go back to that subject just while we've got while waiting for our dash cars to come out onto the racetrack. Look, we're still getting the back pain, but of course, you know, with Panadol and painkillers, we're able to sit here for a couple of hours and broadcast and stream like that. So, look, like I said, there's still the back pain there. It's not going to go away anytime soon, but we, you know, we're slowly on the mend. What's going on, Zach? Zachary? Depends on what you like being called. I'm just going to go with Zach. I like to shorten things. Look, I am relaxing. Comfortable. Got a wheelchair that's, well, can put me to sleep at any stage throughout the night. But with some good racing so far, there is no need to go to sleep. We are just awaiting on no more cars. This is your dash lineup. We know Dylan Hauser will start alongside Dylan Wilson in row number 1. And row number 2 going to be Greg Thompson and Brad Moore. Then we go back to Blake Majulis and Cole Fallaway as well. So that'll make up your dash lineup, the top 6, top 2 from each heat. Thanks for that confirmation, Zach. Stephen, I'll come back to that question after the dash. As Dylan Howes are going to lead into turn number 1 and 2 from Dylan Wilson and Brad Moore in 3rd. Thompson in 4th, and we go back to Majulis and Fallaway. Your 6 cars in this dash, but it's all Dylan Howes out in front. However, he's not got it easy at the moment because he's been pressured by the D1RT entry of Dylan Wilson. Howes right through the middle of the racetrack on the exit of turn number 2, lap 1 in the books, and Wilson all over the back of Howes through turn number 3. Going to stay all over the back of him through 3 and 4. In fact, now going to go to the outside in turn number 1 and 2. Howes a very experienced campaigner, as is Dylan Wilson. They've raced each other quite a bit, but now move Dylan Wilson to the outside, looking for the race lead at the halfway stage of this one. That was too close to call to the naked eye. Dylan Howes, Dylan Wilson, side by side. Wilson's got the run out of turn number 2 and into turn number 3. Dylan Wilson to the race lead with 2 laps to go. 1 mile around the Volusia Speedway Park for your Ohio Freshwaters Adventure Super Late Model Dash. Through 3 and 4 for the penultimate lap. White flag is out, this time by Dylan Wilson. Lap times in the mid 16-second bracket. Into turn number 3 and out of turn number 4, Dylan Wilson going to put it on pole for your 100-lap main event in the Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Model A-Main, presented by World of Thunder. Dylan Wilson gets the job done. 2nd, you're going to go to Dylan Howes. 3rd, the line is going to be Brad Moore. 4th will be Blake Majulis. Cole Fallaway home in 5th. And Greg Thompson comes home in 6th place. We normally take a break at this stage of the night, but we'll let the drivers come out onto the racetrack and we're going to answer some questions from the chat. So if you've got a question, feel free to jot it down in the comment section on the Facebook, YouTube or Twitch side of things. We've got them all open so we can see everything that we're going. And come back to Stephen. Yeah, thanks. Back pain does suck. It's certainly not going to go away anytime soon. I had surgery in 2016, T5 to T9, a laminectomy. So it's at the top of the spine, and I've still got a fair bit of bruising on my spine. So according to the neurosurgeon and the doctors at hospital where I had the surgery, it's not going to get any better. But rather than cry about spilt milk and whatever, I just get on with life as best as I can. And, well, if I can't do a two-lot, what I can do is, thanks to iRacing.com, they give us a service to race on the dirt side of things. And look, they give me something to do. They give me something to do throughout the week. So, yeah, big shout out to iRacing.com. And, well, some more shout outs that we've got to give as well. Of course, you can find these shout outs on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. Click on the sponsors tab. A big thanks to Wicked Cushion, been an absolute tremendous supporter of us here at Ultimate Dirt TV. And you can check them out on the web at wickedcushion.com. Of course, Drew Neal at 19 Designs. If you're in need of a paint for iRacing, or you need your logo done, head over to 19 Designs. It's 1 ONE 9 and then the number 9 designs.com. Big thanks to World of Thunder. You can find them on the web at wotrl.com. Racing 3 nights a week, Sunday nights, 360s and super late models, and then Wednesday nights the UMP modifieds. Also big thanks to Dirt Leagues Australia. Again, Zach Phelan and Jordan McDonnell are big supporters of us here at Ultimate Dirt TV, and very good friends of mine as well. So a big shout out to those guys. They run 360s Sorry, they run 410s and midgets on a Wednesday night for me, Wednesday morning for Americans. They run those fortnightly. Of course, big thanks to James Rice at JR Productions and Media. Coming up with the JR Production and Media finishing results, you'll see that at the end of the night. Head over to his Facebook as well. Taylor, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. And of course, a big thanks to Black Diamond Motorsports. Teammates of mine, but they do a lot for me behind the scenes. And it is much appreciated. Jay, twitch.tv/Ultimate Dirt TV. It's the same as our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. We are on all social media platforms, Twitter. I think I've even got an Instagram somewhere. I don't use Instagram, I don't use Twitter, but I mean, you can certainly follow me or do whatever you got to do on Twitter and Instagram. I don't know. Look, I'm a Facebook guy. So yeah, all of our stuff is at Ultimate Dirt TV. We are 2 minutes away from in fact, it looks like we might be taking a break here. We're going to go back to this page. I am being told that we are going to have a new server. So let's mute the audio and stuff. We're going to be right back. Alright, so with this one, you know what? Let's grab a couple of the drivers. Let's go ahead and grab a few of the drivers. We'll chat to the driver that's come home, I think, in 4th place in tonight's dash. Going to start 4th in this. I'm Blake Majulas. Blake, first of all, congratulations on blocking into the main event. Now, I've been told to ask you if you were going to get it done tonight in the main event. What are your thoughts on this one?
Oh, yeah, we're going to get her done.
You're going to get her done. Hey, 100 laps, what is it going to take to win this one, considering that it's such a long race?
Keeping your car clean and out of the mess. Consistency.
Alright, well look, now we've got a new server coming up for the main event, so we'll let you get back to it and get set for this one. Good luck in the feature. Any shout-outs before we let you get out of here?
No, but thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Alright, there we go. Blake Majulas now. He's going to start in 4th place. Let's see if we can chat with some of the other drivers throughout this one. In fact, we'll chat with the driver that consistently found himself on the podium for last season. I'll go ahead and chat with the 33 of Hunter Stifler. Hunter, you find yourself in yet another main event. You're a regular podium getter last season. What's it going to take to put yourself on the podium of this feature event?
I'm not really too sure right now. Our qualifying got a little bit changed this time, and I wasn't ready for it. I couldn't run the line that I wanted, and it put me back a lot farther than I would have expected. But just hard racing is going to get back up to the front is really all it's going to take.
As always, we see a good car count here, and the drivers that show up, they're pretty much second to none. They're pretty much some of the best of the best. How do you approach each race, and knowing that no matter whenever you come, to the super late models, you're always going to be in for a tough show?
You just got to be confident in yourself that you can run just as good as any other guy. There's no one out there that's going to be the absolute best of the best. It just all depends on how that week goes for somebody, really.
All right, well, look, we know a new server is going to be launching here in any moment now, so we'll let you get back to it, get ready for the main event, and good luck, and let's see if we can put that 33 on the podium.
Thanks, Brett.
There we go, Hunter Stifler there in cut number 33. We are going to take a quick short break. Of course, the laps are wrong in this server, so we are going to get out of this server into the new server. So don't go anywhere, folks. We are going to be right back. It's just a matter of getting into another server and stuff like that. So hopefully that shouldn't take too long. Of course, so make sure you're watching. Make sure you've liked and followed us on all the social media pages. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll turn that music down a bit. Once again, you got any questions? Feel free to put them down in the chat. We're happy to answer anything. There isn't really much to go off at the moment. Like I said, we are just awaiting a new server to go up. We do apologise about the delays that we are having. A reminder, in about an hour's time we're going to be live again on Twitch and Facebook, but we're going to be doing something completely out of the ordinary for Ultimate Dirt TV. We are going to be doing a Tom Clancy The Division 2 stream. It's a shooting game. If you haven't heard of it, or you want to maybe check it out, also we're going to be live on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. Interview Hayden Cardwell. You know what? I'm a man of the people. I'm happy to give what the fans want sometimes. Now let's go and try and chat with Hayden Cardwell. See if he's going to unmute his mic for me. The old B main bandit, Mr. Hayden Cardwell. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Had a tough time in that heat, but the B main, you made it look easy. You know, like, you're going to be starting mid-pack. It's still going to be a tough feat to get this job done tonight, though.
Oh, yeah. We just kind of stepped on it there and heat race and qualifying, but I think we found a little good pace right there in B main. 100 laps, hopefully we'll be able to charge the front. Shouldn't be that big of a problem.
Seen kind of you're a regular here on the Super Late Models here on Ultimate Dirt TV. You found some victory lane, you found some podiums. What's the plan going into this 100 lap, considering that, you know, it's such a long race from start to finish?
There at the beginning, we'll try to pick off a few as we can, and then we'll try to settle in for half of the race and see what we got. If we have anything good, we'll see what the end turns out for us. I mean, 100 laps is a long race at Volusia, just to make sure we take care of our equipment.
Oh, you got 50 miles to try and get it done, so we'll let you get ready for the main event here in just a moment. But our sponsors, shout-outs?
Just going to thank everybody at Bad Racing, and hopefully Blake Majulis gets wrecked in this race. He's been talking all smack.
Alright, trash talking, love it. Good luck.
Thank you.
There we go. Hayden Cardwell going to roll off, I'm pretty sure, 10th in this A main. Let's see who else we can interview. Let's bring in your defending champion. As we wait for the server to show up on our screen. He is your current Super Late Model Champion, DJ Kilinowski. DJ, bit of a tough night so far, but you found yourself in the main event. How's the car feeling so far?
I got pushed around a little bit in the heat race and kind of put us behind the 8-ball.
What did it mean to you? What did it mean to you to pick up the Season 4 Super Late Model Championship?
It meant a lot. I mean, it was consistent. I basically had top 5s all season long, a couple wins in there, so I was happy with it.
What's it going to take to go back-to-back here in Season 5?
There's a lot more money on the line and brings out the bigger boys, and we'll see what happens. Got a second from last week and just trying to work.
All right, well, look, we know you got 100 laps coming up shortly, so we'll let you get back to it, and good luck for this feature, and you never know, we might just be talking to you later on.
Thank you. Have a good one, Brett.
There we go. The rock star himself, DJ Kilinowski, your Season 4 Super Late Model Champion. You just await on the server to come back up. It's not showing up on our end. Bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get this one sorted as quickly as we can. Of course, a big thanks to the team at Ohio Freshwater Adventures for coming on board for Season 5, presented by World of Thunder for the Super Late Models. So we need to be looking in hosted sessions. Alright, we've got the server. We're just about to load in. And we won't be too far away from getting into the main event. I hope I don't have to do the ATVO stuff again. Of course, we do apologise about these delays, and we do want to thank you all for sticking by us here on Ultimate TV while we get this stuff sorted. Of course, it's all, well, you know what? It's not our fault. I can firmly say that it is not our fault this time. So we know Dylan Wilson and Dylan Hauser will be on the front row. Alright, so let's get back to the... let's put an iRacing commercial up.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
G. Samuel Haven, thank you very much for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Welcome into the Ultimate Dirt TV community. And we're not too far away. We got about a minute. 1 minute. As we make it just under a minute now before this warm-up session is complete. And of course then we'll roll into your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Hello, Paul. How are you, Chief? How are you, buddy? Do you plan on, Paul, you plan on going live anytime soon? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Let's see if this works out. Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. It's not going to work, but we might as well show the rest of the clip anyway. We know Dylan Wilson and Dylan Hauser will be the front row for tonight's main event. This driver's finishing 1-2 in the dash. No worries, Paul. I was just going to say I was going to give you a host, but I'm going to be live in about 45 minutes time anyway. We're going to be playing some Tom Clancy. We live. Going to be live on our Facebook and Twitch page again. We'll be live for a couple of hours after this. We've had some painkillers. We're good. We're just awaiting on a replacement wheel, which hopefully comes. Jay, you want to know how I just read that? And it goes like this: "It's time to do. It's time to do." Almost like those times we used to go go-karting. Almost like the times we used to go go-karting. Oh, this guy. Yeah, I don't watch Yu-Gi-Oh. Paul, I'm waiting on an email back from them. I'm almost ready just to send it back to them, and yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah, I'm just ready to send it back to them. Like I said, it's been nearly 3 days, nearly 4 days since I heard from them last, so I'm thinking maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that, you know, weekend, yeah, radio guy, this guy. You know, being the weekend that we just had, I'll let them off. But still looking for that, still looking for a base. A Fanatec base, just so expensive. They goddamn near $500. Alright, pace truck is in. You're gonna, okay, so you see 110 laps. The first few laps will get the drivers into their correct starting positions, and then of course we are going to go into a 3 or 4 wide salute depending on how the drivers play it out, I guess. Alright, your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. We'll try and go through as much as we can. Dylan Wilson starts on pole on his outside, Dylan Hauser. At a position 3, the 240 of Brad Moore lines up alongside the 127 of Blake Majulis. Yeah. And I can't even afford a $400, $500 base, let alone a $12 direct drive. As out of position 5 is going to be the 66 of Cole Fallaway. Out of position 6 in car 8, it's going to be in car 5 on the side there. It's going to be Greg Thompson. Out of position 7, the 17 of Aaron Kitchen. In fact, he's going to line up on the outside of the 16 of Grant Riles. Out of position 9 will be the 444 of Derek Dryman. Out of position 10, the 07 of Hayden Cardwell. Dustin Griffiths, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate it, brother. At a position 11 and 12, lining up on the inside, the 5 of Mason Turner on his outside, the 26 of Eric Scalf. DJ Killenhowski will line up alongside Benjamin Nading. Hunter Stifler will challenge alongside Justin Witt, JD Sass, Darren Literal. Then we go back to Cade Lowdy and Mitch Stiles, Brian Wyant. And those are your 22 drivers that will make up tonight's feature event. I mean, hey, if there's a sponsor out there that wants to, sponsor a new Fanatec base, I won't say no. I'll happily show them up on the broadcast. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your Ohio Freshwaters Adventure Super Late Models main event. The drivers are 3 wide, presented by World of Thunder. As Stephen McMillan would say, you've been thunderstruck. Just look at these cars just rolling around the racetrack. This is one of the most awesome sights in all of motorsports that you will see. How good is it? As the drivers break away from the 3 wide salute. They move into the double conga line of 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. No race audio on mine. Samuel, refresh. Blake Majulis out here texting and driving. We don't condone that. Look, I just want something that works, to be honest with you. Good luck to the 16. Who's in the 16 tonight? Grant Riles in the 16. So we've got a Grant Riles fan in the house on our Twitch page. That's Dylan Wilson and Dylan Hauser. We're going to go around one more time, I believe. Let's listen to race control. If you hear another voice, that is the voice of World of Thunder, Mr. Stephen McMillan. Does a fantastic job. In fact, he throws the yellow. And then they'll catch up to, they'll go around, they'll catch up to the pace truck. It shouldn't be very quiet. Everything's sort of on loud. Let me check the volume meter. The volume's on 100. You'll see that come up on the left hand side of your screen here in a second. But no, everything's on 100. What's so quiet? Is it the audio or am I quiet? Oh, Mr. Trevor Fitz. How are you, Chief? Surprised you're not here tonight. 2 more times around the Volusia Speedway Park behind the iRacing.com official paint track, and then Dylan Wilson will let this field loose. Terry Kitchen don't have to... A double sneeze, I love it. The 17 and Terry Kitchen obviously cheering on Season 3 champion Aaron Kitchen. Well, but there's nothing, like, there's nothing to hear. You don't want to hear the cars just rolling around. Hello, Bruce. All right, let's go. Let's pick a winner. Thanks, Terry. Let's go. Let's pick a winner. No, I don't mean pick your nose. I love interacting with the chat, guys. Just love it. Love it about as much as I love commentating. Here we go. Dylan Wilson, Dylan Hauser, the front row for your Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Model Main Event, presented by World of Thunder, is green. Brad Moore got a good start on the inside, looking for second into turn number 1 and 2, but Dylan Hauser, he's going to have the momentum on the top side of the racetrack. Just going to turn the volume up just a little bit more. Jay, that's a very, very good pick. Dylan Wilson leads down the back straight away. Zach with another great pick as well, picking up Hayden Cardwell, your B main winner. We keep an eye on the 66 of Cole Fallaway. In the Lucas Oils, number 66, just behind him is Hayden Cardwell up on the inside and Aaron Kitchen on the outside. In fact, we should have some new shots here too of our late models. We edited some of the camera packs and we'll see how we go. We get to use them out for the first time this season. Keep an eye on Hayden Cardwell. I'll have a look and see how he's going. Start to see some of the camera works and camera angles that we got. Of course, all these in-car camera angles are my doing. Blake Majulis here, watching from the back of that race car in the 06 Motorsports, number 127. Pretty sure it was on Team VLR one stage. We go on board with Dylan Hauser right now. You see the gap right now. Oh my, this engine sounds are off the charts. As the yellow flag flies, it's your defending champion. Take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Some sirens going off in the background. Keep an eye on the 13 car. The purple, yellow, black. Oh, Mason Turner just drove it in deep in the 7K car. It's got 28 on the ticker, but it's got 5 on the ticker, but the 7K car there just absolutely drove it in very, very deep. Samuel cheering on for Derek Drummond in the 44. Let's take a look at Derek and see where he is. He's at the back of the field, so not having a good campaign. And let's go through some of these camera angles. Ready? So we'll go on Dylan Wilson. We'll have a look at the back. See the rest of the field rolling by. We'll take a look at... There is Dylan Hauser inside, right next to the cockpit of that number 2 machine. And we'll go to the left front of Blake Majul. You see the driver's left arm at the steering wheel. Take a look at that's a good shot there of Brad Moore's car. You see the driver and the driver's coming out on the left-hand side as we get set to go back to green flag action here, and Dylan Wilson will once again lead this field. As they've just completed lap number 20 on the board, so 90 still to run in this main event. Dylan Wilson leads from Dylan Hauser, Majulis down to the low side into turn number 3 and 4. Hauser all over the back of Dylan Wilson once now for the race lead. Wilson going to get clear of the number 2 machine, but not by a lot. There's just a couple of inches separating. That's all about Dylan Hauser's got inside the cockpit of that race car. Brad Moore! Oh, holy dooly! He drove it in deep, got it sideways. Thankfully for Cole Fallaway, he was able to avoid that one. Here comes Hayden Cardwell up on the outside of Thompson, looking for position number 6, and will get it going down into turn number 3. Cardwell picked up the B main win. As we go back to Thompson in the 8 machine, trying to hold off Matthew Everett. Then you go back to Aaron Kitchen in 9th, and Grant Riles rounds out your top 10. There's a lot of single file racing at the moment. Tom Corbett, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Cardwell trying to move to the inside into turn number 1 and 2 on Fallaway. Can't complete the slider. Fallaway back around the outside. There was a little rubbing of the panels on the exit of turn number 2. Starting to build a very big cushion on the entry into 3. Yellow flag is out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Wilson is going to be tough to beat here, especially in the long runs. Okay, Casey McAllister cheering on for the D1RT guys. The D1RT guy is leading Dylan Wilson in car number 80. Zach, what did you race? Do you racing dirt, or you racing oval, or what are you racing? Road? I love to sort of interact with the viewers and find out what they like to run. Tom Corbett, thank you very much for the follow. Dana Rowan, thank you very much for the follow as well. Lights are still flashing on the iRacing.com official pace truck, so we got about 6 laps in just then. So we're going to go back to green flag at lap number 31, so essentially 30 of the 110 on the board complete. Of course, we did have that extended delay here with the server issue. Of course, these do happen from time to time. And a reminder, in half hour's time, in 30 minutes time, we're going to be live again. Obviously, we'll shut this stream off after the main event. And of course, after we chat with our top 3, we're going to be live with some Tom Clancy, the Division 2. What broadcasted races you running, Zach? And what nights do you run in? Single file restarts. Dylan Wilson, Dylan Hauser, Blake Majulis. Green flag back out onto the speedway. Brad Moore challenge on the inside from Hayden Cardwell in the 7 entry. He's gotten by Cole Fallaway down the back straightaway. Now here comes Hayden Cardwell rolling the bottom side. He picks up position number 5. Does he get shuffled back to position 6? No, hangs on to 5 momentarily. Top 5 now all got on the top side of the racetrack. Hayden Cardwell in 6th on the bottom side. As I say that, he made me think twice, as he did get position 5 on the exit of turn number 2, but out of 4, that was a drag race to the start-finish line. There must have been nothing in it between Fallaway and Cardwell. As yellow flag once again Gonna rear its head onto the speedway. Well, Bruce, if you are having back surgery, I hope it does heal quickly for you. I hope it all goes well. As a person that went through and has had back surgery up near the top of the spine, and I kind of know what you're going to be going through, depending on what part or what surgery you're having on the back. But hope all goes well, buddy. Alright. Yeah, alright, Kirk, let's take a look at Cade. In the 126 up to position 9. Hunter Stifler making his way up as well. Yeah, I had surgery T5 to T9 laminectomy, which was near the top of the spine. In fact, had it been any higher, it actually would have been operating. They would have been operating on my neck. But they didn't do my neck. They did my back, and they. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna. You know what? You know what? Look, it's all about having fun here. They didn't touch my neck. They did my back, and they left alone my crack, my neck, my back. Let's be honest, when I just said that, who was trying to sing that song? Green flag back out onto the racetrack. Lap number 36 of the 110 complete. Once again, Majulis is all over the back of Hauser into turn number 1 and 2. Then you go back to Brad Moore in 4th. Hayden Cardwell now moves into position number 5. He has gone to the top side of the racetrack. Mine didn't go so well, Bruce. I'm going to be sitting in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, so... I'll put those chips away and get back to the action on the racetrack. Of course, a lot of the drivers work on the top side of the racetrack. Jay, I know you were watching it. I know you were trying to sing that song. So Dylan Wilson out in front by... just shy of 8/10 of a second. We're 3/4 of a second over Dylan Hauser. Blake Majulis sitting back there in 3rd. Then we go back to Brad Moore in 4th. And Hayden Cardwell, your B main winner, rounds out your top 5. We'll see what kind of lap times these guys are doing right now. Wilson was the 10th quickest. So in the high 16 seconds. 16.7, 16.8. Some drivers in the middle of the field battling along with each other are in the 17 zeros, 1s and 2s. Although Dylan Hauser was the quickest car on the racetrack on the previous lap just then, 16.798 compared to Dylan Wilson's 16.854. The gap is still going to remain at a 3/4 of a second lead. Richard, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate it. Welcome in to the Ultimate Dirt TV streams. As we continue to watch Hauser and Majulis sitting back here in 2nd and 3rd. Just look at the difference in the front nose cones. Look how dirty Dylan Hauser's is compared to Blake Majulis. Majulis, of course, running behind Hauser for a lot of that time. As now Majulis going to go down low into turns 3 and 4. Going to look to challenge Dylan Hauser for 2nd spot, side by side into turn number 1 and 2. And also here comes Cardwell with a big slide jump on Brad Moore. Not afraid to throw it in deep. Oh, Moore trying to squeeze Cardwell into the wall and did so. This ain't our factor, Brad Moore. You ain't going to get away with a lot of that stuff. Yes, very long race. As Cardwell down low into 3, trying to get by Brad Moore for position 4 once again. Moore goes through the middle of the racetrack, slides to the top on the exit of turn number 2. Look, Bruce, it does suck, but hey, not going to cry over spilt milk. Just get on with life, and thankfully iRacing are giving us a platform for me to do what I love to do, and that's commentate. Blake Majulis now, he's gotten by Dylan Hauser, and in fact he's pulled a second clear of that number 2 machine. And I tell you what, this is the closest, other than the starts and the restarts, this is the closest that anyone has really been to Dylan Wilson all race, and Majulis is getting it done on the bottom side. Hey Zach, post a link to the page in here, and I'll share it around too for you, buddy. So Hauser under fire from Hayden Cardwell in the 07. Hauser trying to stay in the top 3 at the moment. He's right up top in turns number 3 and 4. Brad Moore looks to his inside, but can't make the move, as they were almost 3 wide through turn number 3 and 4. Moore Cardwell checked up a bit, and Moore done well not to drive through him. Brad Moore, well done on that one. Cole Fallaway back there in 6th, 7th, Benjamin Naden, Greg Thompson, 8th, Eric Scalf, 9th, and Hunter Stifler and Brian Wayant going at it for 10th and 11th. Cade Lowry in 12th. JD Sass, Darren Literal, and DJ Kilinowski make up your top 15 as the drivers now start to approach lap traffic, and Dylan Wilson looking to put the number 54 of Mitch Stiles a lap down. Hope you didn't hear that. Jules to the race lead. 3 wide with a lap car. Wilson back up on the inside, but Blake Majulis, he will lead that lap. Majulis out in front. He was shot out of a cannon. Stiles into the wall now. Stiles, now keep an eye on the 54. He's pulled up on the exit of turn 4. And that's going to trigger a caution. Now, he was just trying to do the right thing a lap down. He was just trying to get off the racetrack, realizing that he wasn't going to get anything else done. He pulled up on the exit of 4, hoping that this wasn't going to trigger a caution. It does. It doesn't matter. So, he done well to let those leaders go on by. As I said, was just trying to do the right thing. Hello, David. We're just watching a bit of iRacing, watching some Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models here at Volusia. Scheduled a 100-lap race. Oof, Mitch. Ouch. Jeez, you must have been wheeling that thing if your wheel came off. You haven't got a desk clamp or anything on your wheel? Yeah, we see Mitch. Hey, it's all good, brother. All good. Main thing is, at least you didn't take anyone out. We have another follow coming through. Wait for that to update. Jeffrey Burbrink, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome in. At least your Fanatec base works. Mine doesn't. Lights are out on the iRacing.com official pace truck. The Delaware double file restarts. A crowd favourite here tonight, Blake Majulis in the 127, looking to get the job done. Dylan Wilson right now in unfamiliar territory, back there in 2nd. 3rd is Brad Moore. Then we go back to Dylan Hauser and Hayden Cardwell. They're going to be restarting in row number 3. Of course, row 1 occupied by the race leader all by himself. Let's get after it. Pace truck is in next time by. So 51 laps remaining at this stage. We'll take a look at your JR Productions and Media halfway results. There is a top 10. Blake Majulis, Brad Moore, Dylan Hauser, Hayden Cardwell, Benjamin Nadine, Cole Fallaway, Greg Thompson, and Brian Wayant. Hunter Stifler, Cade Lowdy, Darren Littoral, JD Sass, DJ Kilanowski, Grant Riles, Aaron Kitchen, Mason Turner, Matthew Everett, Justin Witt, Mitch Stiles, out, Derek Dryman, Charles Boggs, Stephen McMillan. $51 left on the board. Looks like we're going to stay on for one more time. Wait for this lineup. Lights out again. So we are officially, when we go back to green, we are officially halfway home. And if you're thinking, well, 60 plus 60 equals 120, 10 plus 9 equals 21. But no, the first 10 laps were to get the drivers into the correct position. So it was a scheduled 100 lap main event. Yeah, look, I'm flat out trying to scrape money together to afford another Fanatec base, let alone get a club sport. Green flag back out, and 2 and 3 wide. Hayden Cardwell from the third row, challenging now for a podium up on the inside. Wilson through the middle, Brad Moore on the outside. They go 3 wide through turns 3 and 4, and they are rubbing paddles as Dylan Wilson and Brad Moore. Brad Moore now moves into position 3. Dylan Wilson gets shuffled back to position 4. Dylan Hauser back to position 5, but the big mover and shaker on this one was the number 7 car of Hayden Cardwell. Yellow flag flies. It's the 16 of Grant Riles. This time we can take a look at your Wicked Cushion instant replay. So to keep an eye on the red and white 16, just got a little help there from Cade Lowdy and the 126. Of course, the 16 going to pull that up on the back straight away, and that'll be the 16's night done. As we come back live from the Volusia Speedway Park. As I said, at least you've got a Fanatec base that actually works. Yeah. Well, that is an option. But see, the problem is I've got the McLaren F1 GT3 wheel, I think it is, which has got the dual clutch pedals at the back that I use for accelerator and brake, rather than the ones that just sort of click full throttle or no throttle, because I can't use my feet. Well, it's, yeah. Look, I'd probably go with the Club Sport wheelbase, or there's a Club Sport 2.5. Anyhow, back to green, 65 completed, 45 to go. And through 1 and 2, Majulis and Cardwell both go to the low side, as does Brad Moore. Dylan Wilson up top in turns 1 and 2, back there in position 4. He's now got pressure from Dylan Hauser and Greg Thompson. So this battle up front is now starting to develop, because Hayden Cardwell in the 7 entry was just starting to catch up to Blake Majulis then. But times are starting to change. Look at the inside line, how low Hayden Cardwell is compared to Blake Majulis. Majulis a quarter of a second quicker on the previous lap, and he wasn't hugging that inside wall. He was down low, but he wasn't all the way right down on the moisture stuff. This time by Majulis once again was quicker, but Brad Moore was quickest on the racetrack. The only driver in the previous lap to be into the 16-second bracket. In fact, it was a 16,999. So Majulis, He will lead with 40 laps to go this time by, so we are still 20 miles away from getting the checkered flag out here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Blake Majulis leads from Hayden Cardwell. Brad Moore in third. Fourth is Dylan Wilson. Fifth is Dylan Housen. To go back to Greg Thompson in sixth. Cole Fallaway. Seventh, Darren Littoral in eighth. Ninth, Benjamin Nading. Eric Scalf in 10th. Hunter Stifler 11th. DJ Kilinowski 12th. Brian Wyatt in 13th. JD Sass 14th. 15th is Aaron Kitchen. Cade Lowdy in 16th. Matthew Everett. Mason Turner. Justin Witt. So 19 cars still on the racetrack. We've lost 3 drivers out of this main event, out of the 22 car field. And for 73 laps complete to lose 3 drivers, we've had a couple of cautions. So not a bad effort for these drivers. But it is all Blake Majulis trying to get her done, cowboy. Sorry, that's probably sounded terrible, but it is what it is. And these drivers are really starting to get spread out here. In fact, let's go back through the field. Look, there's a lot of drivers working the bottom side. Then there's some drivers top. Well, there's some side-by-side action here. The 7K of Mason Turner, Cade Lowdy in the 126 back here as well. Matthew Everett, and then of course we've also got Justin Witt in the 7 car. Matthew Everett's one of the only selected few that are making the run on the top side of the speedway. In fact, there's 3 cars in front of him. Cade Lowdy still works the inside, 3 wide into turn number 3. There's some contact. And Everett's going to give him a bit of a bump and run. Back to your race leader in the 127, Blake Majulis. Second is Hayden Cardwell. Third is Brad Moore, and, well, Dylan Wilson. He's just throwing some big haymaker slide jobs trying to find a faster line. So at this stage, a 1.5 second lead has developed for the 127 car of Blake Majulis over Hayden Cardwell and Brad Moore. Cardwell's got half a second back to Brad Moore. And that just might change here in just a moment, because Brad Moore, he's now brought in that one from half a second to it's going to be at least a 1/10 and a half. Might even be like 2/10 of a second. In fact, it's .333. So there's not a lot in it between second and third. Fourth, here's Dylan Houser. Jeez, it's almost time to get up and stretch the old legaroos. So the top 5 are just absolutely cleared out. Cole Fallaway sits in 6th. He's 2.5 seconds behind Dylan Wilson in the 80 machine, who sits in 5th spot. Greg Thompson in car number 8 on the ticket car 5 on the side of that car, sits in position 7. Then we go back to Darren Littoral in the 68, sitting in 8th. This is probably the best battle on the racetrack right now. It's for 9th and 10th. Benjamin Nading in the 21. Up on the outside of the racetrack through 1 and 2. Just gets on by the 26 of Eric Scalf. Yeah, I contacted Fanatec about my wheel too, and they're like, it's working fine. I'm like, no, it's not. I think there's an issue with like my power as well, like the power plug-in at the back. Well, things just might get interesting right now, because we have reached some lap traffic for your leaders. It's, well, that 1.5 second lead that was developing for Majulis has now come down to half of it, 3/4 of a second. Hayden Cardwell running a big slider line. Brad Moore in third. Once again, he's going to challenge Hayden Cardwell into turns 3. As Majulis once again just trying to clear away from second and third, Cardwell and Moore. We start lap number 90 of the 110 on the board. So this time by, Blake Majulis has 20 laps left to run. How far can he go? Can he get all the way and get that checkered flag first and pick up his first win of the season? In fact, you know what? We've got some onboard cameras coming up right now. Let's go on board with Blake Majulis. Listening to Hayden Cardwell trying to wheel it and deal it. Look at Hayden Cardwell, look at the concentration in those eyes. Just roll on the bottom side there, you see Brad Moore. Uh-oh. Yellow is out. Well, well, well. This is certainly going to shake things up. Yes, Benjamin Nading is... I don't know where he's from, actually. Let's find that out. Who's played Tom Clancy the Division 2? Let's sort of move away just while we've got this yellow flag. Who's played that? Anyone played that on Uplay? Well, if you haven't played it and you think about getting it, and you want to know what the gameplay is like, we're going to be streaming that right here on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook and Twitch page. Of course, if you haven't done so already, hit the follow button on our Facebook page. And of course, you'll get the notification on the bottom of the screen as you've seen. Jeffrey Burbrink, along with Richards, who in fact followed us off Twitch, and of course Dana Rowan as well. We're going to be streaming that. We're going to be solo queuing, taking on everyone. Look, I'm just a headshot machine. Alright, headshots on the division. Green flag back out. 13 laps to go. And there is another notification. Thank you very much. We'll get that in just a moment as Blake Majulis will try and concentrate on the final 13. Make that 12 laps. This time by is Brad Moore. Going to give a bit of a bump and a bit of a run to Hayden Cardwell. They run from fender panels into turn number 3. Nothing too malice in that one. Just following the line. Levi Staley, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it as we get set to start lap 100. Means 11 laps remaining. Blake Majulis leads your Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Model main event. From Hayden Cardwell and Brad Moore, those drivers continue to go side by side. Dylan Wilson and Dylan Hauser, the drivers that started on the front row, sitting back here in 4th and 5th. But right now, it is all the 127 of Blake Majulis. 10 laps to go. We are officially a heat race distance away from wrapping the second round of the Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Model. Round number 2 presented by World of Thunder. Majulis, Cardwell. Now those two drivers are cleared away from Brad Moore. Dylan Wilson now putting pressure to Brad Moore. Cody Cole Tricklesmith, thank you very much for that follow. Appreciate it. And here comes Hayden Cardwell. Blake Majulis, you've got company. Cardwell is rolling right now. Majulis under all sorts of pressure. Cardwell certainly got some speed in that number 7 machine. 6 laps to go. We are now a dash distance away. Can Majulis, can he put it on the front stretch? Can he go to victory lane? Can he say, as he said, he's going to try and get her done? 5 laps to go this time by. And now we start to think about the point of no return. Once we get this lap in, if we should see a caution, you can kiss your sorry stars goodbye. But let's hopefully we can get these final 4 laps in right now. Majulis just looks a little slow on the exit of turn number 4. Cardwell down to the low side. Challenge for the lead. Majulis went to shut the door. Cardwell slides up and there it is. It is Gameover. Game over. Blake Majulis, he will go to victory lane as the yellow flag comes out. This is going to end behind the iRacing.com official pace truck. Gameover. Who can tell me what game that's from? Quality people will know what that's from. I'll give you a tip. I was unbeatable on the oval, that tri-oval anyway. So 2 laps to go in the Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models main event. Yes, we are going to finish under yellow. Yeah, it was Daytona. Man, I missed that game. No, you know what? Swag works as well, you know. Well, what a night we have had here in the Super Late Model. We are going to be coming up on just shy of 2 hours. Let me get a... I need to change something. I don't think I can change the schedule just because of the fact that it's a little bit late now. Braden Wallace, thank you very much for the follow, brother. Appreciate it. Welcome into the Ultimate Dirt TV page. I don't think I can edit the schedule just simply for the fact because it's almost past its time. Damn it. It's okay. That's fine. We'll we can shut it off and we'll get a new one going. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, off for turn number 4. The man goes to victory lane. He was a fan favourite here tonight. Blake Majulis goes to victory lane. And the 127 has every right to be pumped up about this one. Let's take a look at your JR Productions and Media finishing results. He gets the job done in the 127. Blake Majulis wins from Hayden Cardwell in second. Third is going to be Brad Moore. Fourth home will be Dylan Hauser. Cole Fallaway rounds out your top 5. Benjamin Aiding 6. Greg Thompson in 7th. Eric Scalf in 8th. 9th is going to be JD Sass and Aaron Kitchen. home in position number 10. Position 11 going to be Hunter Stifler, Darren Littoral in 12th. Mason Turner in 13th. Justin Witt, Dylan Wilson, Cade Lowdy, DJ Kilinowski, Brian Wayant Jr., Matthew Everett, Grant Riles, your top 20 in 11th, 21st. Mitch Stiles and Derek Dryman in 22nd. All right, it is now time that we go down to Victory Lane and chat with our top 3. Hopefully they're in Discord. 2 of them are, but we'll go and chat with, of course, our first and second place driver first up. Well, he was a fan favourite here tonight. He had a lot of people cheering him on in the 127, and he finally gets the job done home tonight. First, Blake Majulis. Blake, talk about how you're feeling right now. You've just won the Ohio Freshwaters Adventure Super Late Model main event here at Volusia.
Amazing. Kept the car clean and won the race. What else can I say?
Look, it was a tough race to start off with. Dylan Wilson, Dylan Housey really set the benchmark. Once you got to about lap 40, lap 50, you found something on the bottom side and you actually drove past those guys like they were standing still. You pulled away by nearly 2 seconds. I mean, that car was certainly on a rail here tonight.
Yup, can't thank Blake Cannon enough. I mean, he's the man. I got in here, I didn't have a set, and he sent me that setup and couldn't ask for anything better. Drove away.
A long race, 100 lapper around Volusia, it was always going to be, a battle of attrition out there. But a few cautions there, might have helped you there a bit, just to sort of regain your focus and stuff like that.
Yeah, cautions definitely helped. I was really low on fuel there. I had about half a gallon left coming in turn 1 there on the last restart, and it would have been close, but we did it.
All right, look, well done on going to Victory Lane here at the Volusia Speedway Park, of course. But before we let you get out of here, we'll hand the microphone over to you. Sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, can't thank iRacing, iFlag enough. Jeff Brown, Schaefer's Oil and Specialized Lubricants. My team, 06 Motorsports. Everybody works so hard on these setups to get us all fast, and I think we're probably the best team on dirt right now, and just can't thank them enough. So, and you for broadcast.
All right, there we go. Blake Majulis getting the win here at the Volusia Speedway Park. We'll go to the driver that comes home second here tonight after starting 10th. He won the B main. He second place run here tonight. Hayden Cardwell. Hayden, congratulations on second. It was, you really had your work cut out for you coming from that 10th starting spot, but you managed to get up to the podium. How are you feeling at the moment?
Feeling really good. And the car I couldn't even ask for a much better car. It was great coming to the pack. That was pretty fun too. The track was weird too. The lines changed from the start to all the way to the end. It was kind of fun there. I found the top right there in that last restart. I kind of wish there would have been a caution. See what we would have done with Blake.
You were certainly putting the pressure on Blake in those final 10 laps. I mean, as you said, it could have been a different story had we had gone under that green flag run. But man, talk about trying to get through this field. And as you said, the track was changing ever so much throughout that race, top, bottom, middle. It was some parts of the race, it was pretty much follow the leader or wait for someone to get out of line and try and find that groove.
Oh, yeah, for sure. At the beginning, everybody was kind of on the top all the way around. And then that one restart, I just decided to go to the bottom. And then I got past Hauser and Moore, and I kind of went back to the top, and I'm like, what am I doing? I should have just stayed at the bottom. The bottom was really, really good for a good 60 laps there in that race.
Well, you won the B main. You come second here in tonight's main event for the Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Model main event. Again, another stellar performance from you. But of course, before we let you get out of here, sponsors, shout-outs, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, just want to thank everybody at Bad Racing. I mean, they gave me a great piece tonight. I want to thank you for broadcasting. You do a well of a job, and I gotta thank Blake on the win. Congrats Blake on the win. He did a great job. led a lot of laps. He had a good piece.
All right, Hayden Cardwell home in second place. And we'll chat to the driver that comes home in third place here tonight, Mr. Brad Moore. Brad, congratulations on a third place run here tonight. You had certainly a bad fast car, but third place, that's all it's going to have to be for tonight.
Yeah, I'm happy with a podium here tonight, man. The car was pretty good. I was just a tick off, Blake and Hayden, they were really good. And Dylan Hauser and, a couple other guys was, right there too. But I'm happy with my first showing here and happy. And I wish some people didn't race, looking at the air cleaners and not run into you know what I mean? That's the only thing I could say. But I got to thank Steve McMillian for letting me race tonight. And just thank you guys for doing what you do.
Track was very tricky all night. You really had to search for that fast groove on the racetrack. I mean, how did you make of it after that 100-lapper?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty neat because I don't race many of these, and let alone 100-lappers. So to see the track, go from wide open on the top, wide open on the bottom, and then, through the middle and back to the bottom, it was pretty neat. And like you say, I'm just happy to be on the podium with these guys. They race a lot, and they're some of the best on the iRacing. And like I say, to even be within a gunshot of them, doing pretty good.
Well, first night out, third place finish. Can't be too disappointed with that. Congratulations on third. But before we get out of here, sponsor shout outs once again. Who makes that happen for you?
Oh, man, got to thank Midwest Paint, Ben Nading. He's an awesome dude. Dylan Hauser, D-House Setups. He helps all of us and keeps us up front. We don't race enough. And that's pretty much it, man. Got to thank, like I say, Steve McMillian and you guys for putting this stuff on.
All right, there we go. Brad Moore home in third place tonight, but the man of the hour and the man of 2 hours almost here tonight, Blake Majulis, getting the job done here in your Ohio Freshwater Adventures Super Late Model main event. That'll do it for us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, head over to our website to keep up to date with what's going on. www.ultimatedirttv.com. We are going to have a new stream up. We're going to be playing some Tom Clancy, The Division 2. So if you want to come back for that one, feel free to come back. We're going to be live in about 5 minutes' time. Once again, we'll have a new stream up for that one. For the likes, follows, thank you very much for the support. It's just phenomenal. Kirk, thank you very much for that follow on Facebook as well. Appreciate it. We've still got plenty of broadcasts to come throughout the week. So if you haven't done so already, follow our social media pages. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on. And on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, once again, a big shout out to our sponsors, Wicked Cushion, 19designs.com, World of Thunder Racing League, Dirt Leagues Australia, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you on the next broadcast, but remember, we're going to be live in about 5 minutes' time playing Tom Clancy's The Division 2.